As we observe rapid population growth and a shortage of living space in many cities, there are some cities in the United States that are completely empty. In this video, we'll explore 10 American cities that are abandoned with no residents. We'll also delve into the reasons why these once thriving cities are now deserted. Let's begin. Number 10, Tucson, Arizona. Despite having a population of nearly 547,000, Tucson, Arizona, is one of the least densely populated cities in the country. With a land area of approximately 241 square miles, its population density is about 2,267 people per square mile. Recent research suggests that this low population density might be beneficial, as it encourages people seeking more densely populated areas to move there. Interestingly, over the past decade, Tucson's population density has declined by 1.15%, indicating that the city is becoming less densely populated. This decline can be attributed to significant urban sprawl. The city is quite spread out and continues to expand, which, combined with its relatively small population, results in a low population density. Number 9, New Orleans, Louisiana. You might imagine New Orleans as a bustling city with crowded jazz bars and streets filled with Mardi Gras revelers. While this is sometimes true, especially with tourism, the reality is quite different. In fact, New Orleans is one of the least densely populated cities in America. Despite its sizable population of about 369,000 people and a land area of 169.50 square miles, the city has a population density of only about 2,181 people per square mile. For perspective, New York City's population density is about 12 times higher. One reason for New Orleans' low population density might be its challenging history with hurricanes. For example, after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, nearly the entire population was displaced, causing the population to drop from about 450,000 to around 208,000 in 2006. Although the population rebounded to 340,000 by 2010, hurricanes might still be deterring people from settling in the city. Number 8, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee has a population density of 291 people per square mile, which has increased by about 6.5% since 2010. Despite this rise in density, the city's total population has been declining in recent years and now stands at approximately 620,000, spread over 297 square miles. This overall population decline suggests that Memphis may become even more sparsely populated in the future. The decline in Memphis's population and its potential further reduction in density can be attributed to various factors. One significant reason, as reported by a local moving company, is the high crime rate. For example, while homicide rates have generally decreased across the U.S. in 2023, they have tripled in Memphis. Additionally, another moving company cites the lack of job opportunities and rising poverty rates as key reasons for people leaving the city, pointing to economic struggles. Number 7, Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you're familiar with state population levels, you likely know that Tulsa is one of the least populated large cities in the U.S. This is because Oklahoma has a relatively low population of about 4 million residents and ranks 16th lowest in population density in America, with approximately 58.63 people per square mile. For comparison, New Jersey, the most densely populated state, has about 1,283 people per square mile. In Tulsa, the population density is 285 people per square mile, a slight increase of approximately 1.67% since 2010. The city itself has nearly 412,000 residents and covers an area of 197.5 square miles. Unlike Memphis, which is experiencing a population decline, Tulsa's population is growing faster than many other areas in the country. This growth is partly due to Tulsa Remote, a program that offers remote workers a $10,000 grant and other benefits to relocate to the city. However, the influx of new residents has led to issues like a shortage of affordable housing. For example, homelessness increased by 6.6% in 2022 and has risen every year since 2015, except for 2021. Number 6, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Virginia Beach often feels more crowded than it truly is, especially in the summer when it attracts most of its 13.6 million annual tourists. With a resident population of approximately 455,000, the influx of visitors is significant. This makes Virginia Beach one of the least densely populated cities in America, with a population density of 1,862 people per square mile. However, this number has been gradually increasing by about 2.45% since 2010. A contributing factor to the low population density is the city's expansive land area, which spans over 244 square miles. In contrast, New York City, the most densely populated city in the U.S., has a land area of around 270 square miles but houses over 8 million people. Number 5. Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri, has a population density of 1,619 people per square mile, indicating that, on average, there are just over 1,500 residents in each square mile. The city boasts a population of slightly more than 500,000 people and spans a land area of 34.7 square miles. What sets Kansas City apart from the other cities we've examined is the notable increase in its population density over the past decade. Since 2010, the city's population density has risen by 7.54%, reflecting broader growth trends in Kansas City. Go banking rates highlighted this growth, pointing out that the city's affordability could be a key factor. In 2020, Kansas City experienced a sharp rise in its crime rate, ranking 8th highest in the nation for violent crimes. Unfortunately, this issue isn't unique to 2020, as Niche currently rates Kansas City's crime rate at a C-. Number 4, Nashville, Tennessee. As evidenced by the tourism influx akin to Virginia Beach, Nashville experiences a considerable number of visitors, potentially making it seem more densely populated than its actual figures suggest. In 2022, an estimated 14.4 million tourists flocked to Nashville, outnumbering its resident population of just under 700,000. Despite its modest size, Nashville boasts one of the nation's lowest population densities, with approximately 1,456 people per square mile. Nevertheless, recent years have witnessed substantial growth, with a notable 10.77% increase in population density. While growth typically signals prosperity, there are concerns regarding its pace in Nashville, with rising housing expenses and longer commute times being notable side effects. Families considering Nashville may need to weigh the city's shortcomings in public education, as its schools consistently receive poor ratings. Notably, recent data shows a slight improvement, with 51% of parents expressing dissatisfaction, down from 62% in the preceding year. Number 3, Jacksonville, Florida. For those seeking tranquility amidst a cityscape adorned with 1,100 miles of scenic shoreline, Jacksonville could be an ideal destination, provided you steer clear during peak tourist seasons. Situated in a prime location, Jacksonville naturally attracts a considerable influx of visitors. According to Jacksonville's tourism page, the city hosts approximately 28,000 overnight guests and an additional 30,000 daytime visitors each day. Annually, the city welcomes a staggering 22 million individuals, encompassing both overnight stays and day trippers. Despite its relatively low residential density of around 1,300 people per square mile, Jacksonville can often feel more crowded than its statistics suggest, given its total population surpassing 970,000 residents and its expansive land area of 747.3 square miles, nearly a quarter the size of Rhode Island. Moreover, it's worth noting that Jacksonville's empty spaces might not remain so for long, as evidenced by a 10.75% increase in population density since 2010 and a remarkable 2.3% uptick in overall population over the past 2 years, alongside a significant 18% surge over the past 12 years. Number 2, Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, much like Tulsa, epitomizes the vast emptiness seen across parts of Oklahoma when examining population density. With approximately 1,146 individuals per square mile, despite a 12.53% increase since 2010 and a current population of around 694,000, it remains sparsely populated. One possible explanation for this low density is the city's expansive layout, covering 620.8 square miles, making it the second largest city by land area after Jacksonville, notably surpassing Tulsa's 197.4 square miles. Similar to other cities highlighted, Oklahoma City's modest population density may attract residents, evidenced by its 2% growth rate from 2020 to 2022, marking it as one of the nation's fastest-growing cities between 2010 and 2020. However, Oklahoma City's historical population challenges stem from broader issues within the state. Recent assessments label Oklahoma as the second least desirable state to reside in, citing factors such as erratic weather, high uninsured rates, drug issues, and homelessness, which contribute to the city's long-standing low population. Number 1. Anchorage, Alaska. As mentioned earlier, Oklahoma boasts a relatively modest population, but Alaska surpasses it by a considerable margin. Ranking as the third least populous state in the U.S., Alaska is home to approximately 730,000 residents. Only Vermont and Wyoming have fewer inhabitants. However, Alaska not only holds the third spot for population but also clinches the title for the lowest population density in the entire country. With a mere 1.3 individuals per square mile, Alaska offers vast expanses of open space. To put this into perspective, densely populated New Jersey boasts approximately 1,283 people per square mile. These statistics extend to Alaska's urban areas, particularly Anchorage. Anchorage, with a population just over 287,000, sprawls across a vast land area of 1,706.9 square miles. Consequently, its population density falls significantly below that of other cities, at a mere 168 people per square mile. Anchorage's isolation plays a significant role in its demographics. Job opportunities, particularly in unconventional industries, are relatively scarce due to its remote location. Moreover, Alaska's high cost of living ranks it as the fifth most expensive state in the nation. If you want to know which are the states of the United States that pay you to live, click on the video on the screen. Thanks for watching.